Hi. Hi, how are you doing? Can you hear me okay? Hopefully you can.
Hello.
Hey, how are you doing?
Fine yourself. I can't hear you. I'm sorry. I was trying to figure out how to use it good.
Oh, it's okay. I just wanted to make sure you can hear me. Just waiting on a few more people to hop on and then I will get started. Hey, Kansas. Hi. Just playing music till get more people and then I will get started. 8:05. I give everyone about 5 more minutes and then I'll start talking. All right, I'm going to get started. Hi, Layla. I'm hoping I'm saying your name or pronouncing your name correctly. Oh, that's sad. I wasn't for sure because it's like we have like I think 2 or 3 Lisas in our group, and I apologize. I should have known that was probably you. I apologize. Oh my goodness. I feel silly. Sorry. I knew that you were missing. I think you were the one that was missing on the Zoom or Zooming. So I just wanted to make sure you didn't miss it this time. Oh man. Sorry. All right. So for tonight, and please, and I'm gonna get the chat. Please let me know. Good night. Hello. No, that's okay. Yes, it's me. Okay. Yeah, I'm slow. I saw Lisa right there, but I think we have like maybe 2 or 3 Lisas. And so anyway, but for tonight though, I figured that I'm gonna go over I'm gonna kind of bring it back down a little bit and kind of specifically talk about the basics in the charts, basically, as far as how you can kind of like read the charts, kind of go over the candles. I'm gonna get a little bit kind of like beginner, like newbie status, if that's okay with y'all. And then after that, I'm gonna show you this indicator, which I'm gonna stop screen sharing, just kind of show it to you really fast. Because so I'm gonna talk about maybe about 2 or 3 different things. Let's see if I can, here it is here. So just let me know if y'all can see that. Okay, this is the indicator here I'm going to talk about. It's an MT4 indicator, so I'm going to talk about this. Also, so I'm gonna talk about different things. So at least maybe I'm gonna touch on at least 2 or 3 different things tonight. And so I'm going to get started. All right. Let me share again. There we go. All right. So I am going to get my chat back out. I feel so unorganized. Where's my chat? There it is. Just have it where I can see it. Make sure it's not in my way though, but put it right here. Okay. So if you don't understand something, you can like say it in the chat. I'm gonna try to keep an eye on the chat. So you can stop me anytime, or you can even unmute yourself if you have to. My mouth is really dry. Okay, so I'm on the USD versus the JPY, and I'm on TradingView, by the way. That's something else I want to say. I'm on TradingView looking at their charts. I actually love TradingView, mainly because that's something that I had no choice but to like get on at the time because I had my MacBook, only my MacBook. And so TradingView was very much my best friend. But I was reading the charts I was marking up my charts on TradingView, and then I would go on the MT4 to enter my trades. But now, since I got a Windows, I can do everything all on my Windows, but I still go to my MacBook because I definitely have to use my MacBook for other stuff besides looking at my charts and stuff. So anyway, but that's the reason why I like TradingView. So I like it because of the fact it was the only thing I had at the time to use. So, but I still love it regardless. Right now we are on the daily. So let's discuss this. Cause I did say I was gonna go kind of like just talk like if I'm talking to someone that's just have no idea about trading. So I'm gonna kind of just go over everything. So on the daily, basically the daily time frame, well, actually each time frame represents what a candle is. So like the daily candle represents 1 day. So each candle represents 1 day, if that makes any type of sense. And again, if I talk jumble, or if I just talk like you don't understand, like if you don't understand, just stop me at any time. but each candle represents one day. And usually I don't look at, I mean, I do look at the daily at times, but there's times where I don't. But I'm going to tell you this. Always look at a higher time frame to get the overall like an analysis as far as where the pair is going. So like the USD JPY, you would definitely want to know which way that it went on a daily time frame. And obviously, just looking at this is an uptrend. You know, just looking at it without me, you know, pulling out my trend line, and without even me marking up my support and resistance. Boys, you gotta be super quiet. I am on a Zoom meeting, boys. Okay, apologize, y'all. If my background is loud, please let me know that too. Yeah, so without me marking a trend line or placing a trend line, and without me actually doing my support and resistance and all that type of jazz, I can tell this is an uptrend, right? How I can tell it's an uptrend, just let's do this. All right. Uh-oh. All right. How I can tell it's an uptrend, basically, let's see what else I want to do. I'm looking for something else. I don't see it. Uh-oh. It's okay. I don't even remember what I'm looking for. I was trying to find, I guess if I can draw it. Yeah, that's what I'm looking for. Brush here. So just right here. Oh well. These green, the buy candles indicate that the market is going into an uptrend just by looking at that. So that's kind of how I can tell it's going towards an uptrend. Of course, it can always retest. Of course, it can always. What I mean by retest, it can go down. You know, it don't have to. Just because it looked like it's going up, it can always reverse. I guess that's the word I'm trying to say. It can always reverse. And so always keep that in mind, because the markets is forever always playing us. So they can always reverse, okay? But as far as right now, it's definitely an uptrend, and this is and I'm looking at the daily time frame. So again, each candle represents a day, and let's look at the 4 hour. Same way with the 4 hour. The 4 hour, if you're on the 4 hour, each candle represents 4 hours. 1 hour, same way, each candle represents 1 hour. So I'm pretty much, y'all kind of get the idea where I'm going with this. 30 minutes, every 30 minutes, each candle represents every 30. 15 minutes, every candle represents 15. 5, every 5 minutes. 1 minute, every 1 minute. That's what each candle represents on each of these time frames. So when it comes to, let me go back to the daily. So when it comes to the, let me try to see if I can delete that. Uh-oh. I'm bad at deleting this stuff. Okay. I'm sorry, y'all. This is actually irking my nerves. I'm trying to get rid of it. All right. So, like I was saying, each candle represents each time frame. Now, when you're when you actually I lost my thought that fast. When you were actually trying to trade or whatever, like I was saying, you do need to look at the higher time frame. So you'll look at the daily, and usually swing traders, that's what I want to kind of touch on. Like, because when you're a newbie, a lot of newbies have like, you're going to hear a lot of terminology as far as swing trading. You're going to hear day trader. You're going to hear scalpers. Those are the terminology you're going to always hear when you're listening to different educators talking about trading. And a swing trader is more of a person that trades on higher time frames. That's pretty much the whole explanation on what a swing trader does or is. They are someone that loves to trade on a higher time frame. So you will find them trading on the 4 hour, the daily, the weekly, and even the monthly time frame. So those are the time frames you're going to mostly hear swing traders are trading on, because those are higher time frames. They're going to be in those trades for quite a while. And the most important part that swing traders never tell you, and when I was a newbie, it never clicked for me at the time. I finally got the idea, but it never clicked for me. So not at first, but I'm gonna tell y'all because it's important. Usually a swing trader has to have quite a bit of money into their account in order to hold those trades, or you're gonna blow your account really fast. So what do I mean by you have to have quite a bit of money in your account? So basically, you really are going to have, I'm going to say 1,000 or more, possibly more, really going probably more than 1,000, but you're going to have quite a bit of money in your broker account to hold your trades. I'm going to just be honest with you. But it doesn't mean that, you can't become a swing trader. No, it doesn't mean that you can. It does take a lot of, I'm gonna say, practice. And to be honest, that's an overall goal that I actually had wrote in my journal, my trading journal, that I wanted to become as a swing trader, because you can make a lot of money, because by holding your trades for so long, you're going to make a lot of money by holding your trades. But if you want to hold your trades for a month, a day, what else I want to say, a week, because some pairs you may hold your trade for a week, but the profits is going to be there. Best believe that. So in being a swing trader. So now let's talk about a day trader. A day trader is someone that is going to look in the time frames of 4 hour, 1 hour, 30 minutes. I think sometimes they do 15 minutes, but they don't go any shorter than that on a day trade. Yeah, I think they do 15 minutes too. So 15, 30, 1 hour, and I think the highest is probably 4 hours that a day trader does. And basically their trades can last pretty much a whole day. That's why they call it day trader. So, their trades can last for 24 hours possibly. So that's kind of why they're considered as a day trader. There's traders out there that loves to do that, loves to hold their trades for 24 hours or shorter. Okay, but they do consider themselves as a day trader. Now, scalping. Now, at first I didn't think I was going to like scalping, because of the fact of when I first learned what a scalper is someone that's in and out of the market really fast. I feel like that gives me anxiety, just watching the market, keeping an eye on the market and trying to get in and out. I thought that was going to be a problem for me, but I actually find myself love doing it. And so, my overall goal was to become a swing trader, but now I actually feel like I don't, that's a goal that I don't think I'm going to meet or whatever, just because now I love scalping. And I like that actually a lot better, because I am a person that loves to, I'm not as patient as I should be. And so I love scalping now. So because I don't have to wait as long for my trades as much, but and I like that. point. So I like being a scalper. Now, a scalper, they honestly, they look at the 30-minute, the 15-minute, 5-minute, and even the 1 minute. A scalper does. They could look, I think they look at the 1 hour maybe, but mostly, they're gonna look at the 30, 15, 5, and the 1 minute, but especially the 15, these three time frames right here, 15-minute, 5-minute, and the 1 minute is gonna really be what you hear most scalpers saying they're looking at. They do look at the 30-minute, and as high it could probably go for them will be the 1 hour, but I kind of highly doubt it. They're gonna be in that type of frame, the 30, 15, 5, and 1. So that's pretty much what all the terminology as far as different traders go. So I just wanted to kind of explain that with the becoming a trader, which y'all probably already know, but I'm just gonna want to explain that anyway. And so also, let's talk about the candles here. So there are regular candles, which these are the regular candles because I was just on the Hakanashi. Let me delete my trend line for a sec. I'm gonna delete this, and I'm gonna change my colors back on my candles. I know I got it blue and red. I wanna make it look, let's see here, realistic as possible. So I got my, okay. So this is my, I could leave my red alone. I'll just the green, I wanna make it green. Let's do this color. All right, good. So now I want to kind of zoom in. Oh, no. Zoom in a little bit. All right. And I'm still on the daily time frame. All right. So looking at these candles here, the green candle represents the bulls, which is also known for the buy candle. The red candles indicate the bear. So you're going to hear people say the bear. Bears just mean a sell candle. So that's what it represents. And the red candle mean that when you see the red candle, it means the market is going down. If you see the green candle, it means the market is going up. So that's what that kind of means. I'm going to probably look at a different pair. Let's see. Yeah, that's a little better. Let me delete some of this. Yeah, I'm still on the daily. That's good. That's great. No, Braylon. All right. So the Euro USD is also a pair that I also highly recommend for newbies, just because it is a friendlier pair. It's not as volatile, so it's like more of a neutral type of pair. So it is definitely highly recommended. It's like when you're a newbie, you're constantly questioning as to which pair should you start with. Euro USD is a very good pair to start with. I'm gonna say Euro USD and USD JPY are very good pairs to start with. Just my opinion. I do think you shouldn't overwhelm yourself with a whole bunch of pairs, especially when you're a newbie. You should only be trading only maybe 1 to 2 pairs, at the most is 2. Just my personal opinion. Just my personal opinion. Did I do it that way? I'm gonna be honest. No, I did not. Okay, I did not do it that way, and I regret it too. But especially starting out. But since I've experienced all that and kind of know the do's and don'ts but looking back and knowing what some things I shouldn't have done, I could I hope mentor people that does not like. That's starting out like how I was, kind of mentoring, letting them know what to do and what not to do. But yeah, so my personal opinion is to start off with just 2 pairs. I mean, when you're trading, that way you kind of get familiar with the pair. and kind of know, just know the pair, know how fast it goes, how slow it goes, when is a good time, what time, like what time zones or what sessions what sessions are the best sessions to trade that particular pair. What do I mean by sessions? I mean like London. I mean like Asian session. I mean like the New York session. Those are different sessions that I am talking about. Let's see here. It is all in the notes in our website, by the way. Also, everything that I'm kind of discussing. Let me see. Do I want to go to it? Let me see. Y'all probably already know what I'm talking about, but I just kind of want to kind of touch bases on let's see if it'll pull it up for me. Yeah. Okay, so this is what I'm talking about. Hopefully y'all can see that just fine. So yeah, Sydney market, Tokyo, London, New York. So these are the 4 different sessions that that we have or whatever, which again, the Sydney session is known, or excuse me, I think it's also known as the Asian. I think Sydney and I don't know if the Tokyo is or not. I'm gonna have to, I don't know. I'm gonna have to like look that up, but but the London and New York session are very good sessions. To be honest, when I was starting out trading, and now even now, to be honest, even in the current present, I hear everyone constantly keep talking about trading the London session is the better session to always trade on, because you get more, you find more trades, you get better trades when you're doing the London session. I just can never find myself waking up to trade on the London session. I'm just gonna be honest about it. Maybe every once in a while, I might happen to be up. And when I do, I maybe have traded it maybe once or twice, not very often on the London session. All right, but I've heard a lot of people say that is the session to trade. Okay, so just heads up on that. But I do love trading on the New York session, and the New York session is what I mostly trade on. I do trade at night, which is considered as the well, this one could be considered as the Sydney session, because I trade around 5 and 6 and 7 and 8. That will be considered as the Sydney session. Excuse me. And so I do trade on those sessions. So that's to kind of just give you an idea what I'm talking about. And this whole picture here is in our website in the notes section, just to kind of give you a heads up on that. And I think it's in our Telegram group too. So if y'all need to like, if you need to like save that on your phone or your computer, it's in our Telegram group, and it should be on our website. Let's go back. All right. So so that's what I was talking about as far as sessions go, which y'all probably already knew that, but I just wanted to kind of go over that just in case for the ones that did not know. Let's talk about this. So yeah, so what I was saying was the candles, okay, green candle, red candle is to sell, green candle is to buy. So now how are you going to be able to like place trades? How are you going to be able to know when it's a good time to enter into a trade? That is where your support and resistance come into play. And I'm going to show you. So I'm still on the daily here. And yeah, when you're doing your, when you're trying to mark up your charts and everything, it is always best to do it on a higher time frame. So I recommend the daily, the 4 hour, and the 1 hour. So out of those 3, well, actually, if you're a person, well, yeah, I wouldn't go any higher than that. I mean, just my opinion. I wouldn't go on a weekly. I wouldn't go on a monthly. I think that's a little bit too far of a higher time frame to be trying to mark up your charts. I think daily is the highest one you should, just my personal opinion. Now, unless you're a swing trader and you are looking at a weekly, then that's different. But if you're not, I think you should be marking your charts on the daily, the 4 hour and the 1 hour to mark charts up. Okay, just my personal opinion. So let's go and see about support and resistance. So what I use for my support and resistance, everybody is different. You're gonna find people where, and I'm gonna show you if I can find it. Let's see. Is it here? Maybe it's here. No, it's not. All right, don't see it, so I gotta go back. It has to be here. See my horizontal line. I'm trying to find a rectangle and I probably overlooked it. Trend line. There we go. All right, so you're gonna find people doing this. Let's see. Now I use this, but I use it to help break out of the box, and I'm gonna show you what I mean by that. So you're gonna find people doing, actually, let's do this. So this is the regular candle here. This is the Hakanashi. I wanna show you the line chart. So the line chart is this right here. Now I do use the line chart to help me place my resistance line and my support line in the key areas that I want for it to be at. And so that's why I use my line chart. But then I go back to the candle to read my chart, if that makes sense. So you will find people doing this, and I don't do it, but I do use the rectangle to help for breaking, like for my candle to, I'll show you what I'm talking about in a minute. So you will see people doing this, educators or just people that's trading. They use these rectangles here. Let's see. All right, they use this for like support and resistance. I honestly do not use the rectangle for that, and I'm going to tell you why. Why I don't use it is because I love the horizontal line because it highlights my numbers. So I like being able, my numbers to be highlighted as far as where I could say, okay, this price number is going to be my stop loss. This price number is going to be my TP, my take profit. Even my entry price, kind of be aware of where my entry price is going to be at. And so I like it highlighted. So I use the horizontal line for that. That's kind of why I like it better. Just my opinion on it. But a lot of people do love using this for their support and resistance. There's nothing wrong with using it. But I do use it for like what I told you I use it for. And so so you'll find people doing this all the time, but use their support and resistance for that. Ooh. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and delete this if it lets me. Let's see. Uh-oh. There we go. All right, so uh-oh. See if it let me move it, or maybe not. I'm just gonna delete it and start over. Okay, because, all right. So this is what I do. So I use my horizontal line. Let me go back to the line chart. So I use this and I usually put it right here. So I call this like my triangles, because it looks like a triangle, which also looks like an M. So I like doing that. And that's another way to trade. You look for your W's and your M's. That's something else that I can kind of touch on. I don't want to talk about it tonight, but I just saw a perfect M, so I just wanted to just wanted to say it. But and then my V's. I call this my V's, or actually you can call this your W's, either one you want to call it, but I call it that. And let's see, what else am I missing? Okay, so that's why I use the line chart, just to kind of help me put my support and resistance in these key zone areas that I want it to be on. And now I'll go back to my candle. But I do love my Hakinashi, so I always look at my Hakinashi, but I just do the regular candle for now. So this is the candles here, and then the thing that I do is I use my rectangle. I always use my rectangle for my last candle to help me know what, like, basically I use it to know if it's gonna break out of my box. So like right now, the green candle here, it's a small green candle, but it's the green candle. So I'll wait for it to break out of my box. And when it breaks out of my box, usually, like for an example, like on this pair on the Euro USD, I see this as being an uptrend just by looking at it. So I'll be looking for it to break my box going up, but it doesn't necessarily mean that's going to happen. That's more of a potential opportunity that I'm looking for. I'm thinking it's definitely going to go up, but you know, I'll have to watch and wait and see. And usually when I'm watching, or if I'm like not like certain, I'll go ahead and put my box here to see if it's going to break out of my box. So that's what I use my rectangle box for. I don't use it for my supply and resistance, or in a way it's almost like I do, but I wait for it to break out of my box here, if that makes any type of sense. But yeah, and then so like with here, what I was talking about, my horizontal lines, how this is highlighted, the dark blue, basically the same color as my horizontal line. It highlights the price, the number here. Like if I was looking for a buy, I would have this as my TP, and I can even put that on here. So let's just say I'm looking for it to go up, and say if I was entering in the trade here, I would say TP, oops, TP, so my TP would be 1.21737. That would be my TP if I was going to enter into this trade right here. And then here would be my stop loss. So that's just what I would do. And my stop loss, let's say if my stop loss was going to be right here. So my stop loss would be the 1.19807, but that's only if I was going to buy. If I was going to do a buy, this is what I would do. So a sell will look a little different, and I can show you how a sell will look. Let's show you how a sell will look. So this is the daily. I'm still on the daily. Let's look at a different pair. Let's see. We'll look at the AUD USD versus the USD. Let's see. I don't like how that looks. Let's do GBP USD. Yeah, better. All right. So with this one, I'll get my line chart back out, and what I do is hit it in these key areas, my resistance line, my horizontal line, you can see the M starting here, here, here. So you can kind of see that. W, right, that W right here. Let's see if I can find my, well, it's okay. I think y'all can probably see that. Let's see here. All right.
What about the W that's further back, Kiki?
You said, how about the W in the back? So, like,
No,
right in here?
because it looked like it start like one, yeah, right here, one, like the, go back
Like
to
right,
the point. Go back one, no. Just take your, right here, the one that's going all the way down.
right in here?
Yes. And you see how it's going up, down, and then up. Yeah.
Yeah, I do see that. Yeah, I do see that. So I will put, I can put it right here, my line, my horizontal line. I do see what you're talking about. So, but yeah, that's exactly, that's a good W. So, so I would put my lines basically where I see my M's and my W's. Like I said, sometimes I say V's, but really it's really a W, not a V. So heads up on that. But I say that though. That's what I be saying. But it does help you to keep, or in my opinion, it helps you to know where they help you with your support and resistance to kind of keep it, like I always say, in those little key areas that you want them to be on. And then once I get done doing all that, I do always go back to the candle, or I'll go back to my Hakanashi. Is what I usually go back to. So, and with this, you clearly can see that we was in a downtrend going down. Nice. If you had caught this trade, you would have caught a nice sell. Excuse me, a sell. A nice sell. Now, this right here, it could potentially go down. Let's just say if I'm not really certain it is, but let's just say for argument's sake, it's going down more. What I would do is for a potential sell, let me put another horizontal line. I'll just put it here. Let me see. Do I have any? Yeah, I just do it right here. Okay, so if I was doing another, trade and I was saying it was a sell, I could do where I can, I don't know, I would like for my TP to be a little further down than where I got it. All right. All right, I just do it that way. I don't know if I would normally do it that way, but I'm just trying to show you something. So I will put my for a sell, your TP will always be down below. It'll be at the bottom and not at the top. For a buy, it's at the top. For a sell, it's down. So it'd be like this. So normally my TP probably wouldn't have been right here, but I'm just showing an example. If I was gonna do a sell, your TP would be down here, and then I could put my stop loss. I'll probably put my stop loss right here. So I'll put my stop loss right there. So stop loss would be 1.39637. If I was going to enter that into my MetaTrader 4, my TP for a sell for this particular pair would have been 1.38019. This is not something I'm going to trade, but this is all for example purposes. So I'm not telling no one to enter in this trade because I'm not going to enter it. I'm just showing y'all. But this is just to show you, to kind of get you an idea of how you would enter into a trade after you get done marking your chart and you're looking in, if you see something like a potential sell or potential buy, this is how you would go about doing it. So Yes.
So did you look at that last red candle
Yes, I
and
did.
determine it was a sale?
Yeah, well, I'm to be honest with you, I'm not really so certain if it's gonna go down just because it is up kind of little up here. But I just said I went it off of because this was a nice downtrend. To
Okay.
me, right now, this right here, to be honest, it looks like it's like to me it looks like it's testing or retesting or whatever. So I'm not 100% sure if it's going to continue going down, but I just said that if it I'm just trying to show you how you would enter into a sell trade basically, but I'm not really so certain if it's going to continue going down. It could, I mean, because of this red candle being right, it could easily do that. I'm just not so sure if it's going to, but actually let's do this. Let's look at the 15-minute. All right, so the 15-minute, we got 2 red candles. All right, so yeah, to me, it's like it's consolidating right now. Ooh, I don't want to do that. Yeah, so I'm not really so certain what it may do, but I just wanted just kind of show you, just to show you how to just to show you what to put your stop loss and your TP when you're selling. But y'all probably already knew that, but I just kind of wanted to go over it. So that's, yeah, that's for GBP USD versus the USD. All right, so now do anyone have any questions over any of this, kind of like going over the basics here, or I'm trying to go over the basics here? Did I lose anybody, or are y'all have any questions off of anything before I move on?
I have a quick question.
Yes.
Hi. So when you're doing your TPs and your stop losses, you're basing it off of the amount of pips you want to catch, correct?
Yes, okay. So usually, yes, educators, or I should say just educators, traders, yes, you would want to base it on the amount of pips, so that way you would know how much money, or how much money that you're going to make off of each trade that you're trading on. But there's times where there's traders that don't pay attention as much as to on like, they don't really focus on the pips, on how much pips they're going to make when they're doing their trades. But usually, yes, usually traders do that. They look at how much pips they're going to make. But if it's 20 pips, 10 pips, 15 pips, so they do look at that.
Okay.
I honestly, when I'm doing my support and resistance line, most of the time I'm just really focusing on trying to get my support and resistance line on those key zone areas, and then a lot of times I go ahead and just put my stop loss, where I see needs to be. Like if I was selling, I'll put my stop loss here and my TP here. A lot of times I don't even measure my my pips. And a lot of times I don't do that, even though I probably should do that. A lot of times I just don't do that at all.
Okay, gotcha. Thank you.
You're welcome. Let's see. Do anybody else have any other questions before I move on? Because I want to show y'all the indicator. I talked about it I think all last week. Excuse me, my mouth is really dry. I'm gonna stop this share for a sec. All right, share the screen again. Okay, this particular pair, for anyone that hadn't been on last week, excuse me, let me get something to drink. Oh my goodness, sorry. So last week I talked about about this indicator, which is by Jeremy Cash. I don't know if any of you follow him on YouTube, but he have what is called a MBA strategy that he uses with the RSI. And so he created this indicator that pretty much the signals is coming off of where the RSI is where the RSI kind of be at, basically, if that make, and I can kind of elaborate a little bit better on what I mean by all that. But basically, when you receive a signal, it will go red. Like for this Euro USD, if it was going to be a sell signal given, this will flash red on the 1 minute. So basically, the indicator will give you signals off of the 1 minute, 5 minute, 15 minute, 30 minute, an hour, 4 hour, daily, weekly, and even a month. So possibly you can even get signals for a month if you're more of a swing trader. So this indicator is like friendly to all type of traders. So swing trader, day trader, scalpers, it's friendly to all three. So I love this indicator because I'm gonna be honest, I feel like it's not really 90% accurate. I do feel like, I'm gonna say at this point, since I've been using the signal indicator, I'm gonna say it's been about 80, maybe about 80% accurate. I won't go as high as that, just because I've lost some trades using the signal. But also that just goes back to what he originally stated when you watch his videos. He do say to go and look to make sure. Sometimes I just went in on the trade just based on the signal and not really go back and look. So I'd highly recommend that when you get the signal, you do go look at it and to make sure that it lines up to what it's like giving you. So if it's giving you a buy signal, go back, make sure that that particular pair is in an uptrend. It is just to be buying, and then kind of base it on that. So I think, because when I started doing that, I was getting a little bit better results. So that's something that I highly recommend that you do. We should do that with any indicator though, not just his indicator, but anybody's indicator. You should always check first to make sure that that's a good signal. Let's see. I'm hoping that it will give me a signal now, but it's like it's not. Let me see if I need a refresh, or actually let me close this out. I'll close it out and then re-enter. Let's see. Okay, just a moment. All right. Well, it was giving signals. Now I don't want to. All right. Well, since it doesn't want to give any signals right now, yeah, it's not giving any. All right, well, while I wait for it to give signals, I'm gonna show you on my phone so I could kind of show you what I'm talking about with this RSI. All right. So all of this right here, y'all, is trades that I took from the signal before I hopped on Zoom with y'all. So I actually got in profit with all these, and these were actually all the his signals, the Jeremy Cash indicator that I just showed y'all. So I entered all of those, and I'm in profit now. So it took a moment, but I'm in profit now. So, and I lost Bitcoin by 500. So I was mad. I was mad to lose that amount of money, but But now I'm negative by 209 versus made some of the money back up. All right, let me show y'all this though. Can y'all see my phone, by the way? I guess I should have asked that before I started talking. Can y'all see my phone? Okay. I can't see the chat. Let's see.
Yeah, I can see it.
Oh, thank you. I was trying to find the chat. I'm like, I don't see the chat. Thank you for saying that. All right. Let me go back to my screen on my phone. Okay, there it is. All right. Hello. All right. So basically, when you're doing the NDA strategy, you would definitely want to set your phone and also your MetaTrader 4 on your computer. You want to set it along these lines here with the highest. Well, actually, let's do this. Let me go to my settings. Let me go to my indicators and let me go here. So I'm using the relative index, relative strength index, which is stand for RSI, which I love the RSI. I always have liked the RSI, and I love the MACD. But on the setting, on the properties here, the period, you will leave it at 14, and what you would do is you also leave the apply to on close. You'll leave that as is. Only thing that you really will be messing with is the levels, and of course the style if you want to change the color of the but that's more to your liking, not so specifically on the strategy that he's using. But the levels is what's important because you will be messing with this. So your levels, you will have it at 84, 75, 16, 50, and 25 to do his strategy. If you're trying to do the NBA strategy, you will do the highest point, the overbought. So you'll go in the description, you will actually put this in: highest point, overbought, lowest point, breakout structure, oversold, and that's pretty much all you would need to do this strategy to kind of help you out. So without the indicator, if I was going to actually place a trade based on the NBA strategy, what I would do is I would look and see where the RSI touched at. I automatically see where it touched 75, which means a sell, meaning that you need to be ready to get ready to place a sell, enter in for a sell. And this is on the US 30, and this is the 5-minute time frame. I'm already seeing that it is touching the 75. And then right now it is, right now it is going below the breakout structure. So technically right now, by it being on breakout structure, you probably wouldn't want to enter into the trade because right now it's considered as retesting. Like it's trying to decide whether it's going to sell, if it's going to buy, which way it's going to go. So technically it wouldn't be safe to enter into the market right now unless you just feel confident that it is going to sell, or if it is going to buy or whatever, then you can go ahead and do go ahead and enter into the trade if you feel confident enough to do so. But it's really recommended that you don't. When it's in the breakout structure, you just wait it out. But when you see, let me go back. So when you see it here, when it's touching the 25 line, and I hope you guys can see that, but when it's touching the 25 line, you are prepared to go ahead and enter in for a buy. And let's see here. Let's see. So if you can kind of see where it did actually went up. Let's see. Let me get my. Nope, that's not it. All right, so let's see, where did it start? Uh-oh. Okay, so if you see right right in there where you see where it touched the 25, and then after it touched the 25, it did look like it started kind of like retesting, consolidating, and all that bunch of jazz. And then it didn't really go up until like right up in here. So where I got this right here, it kind of went up for a buy or whatever. You can kind of see that, and then you can see where after it did all of that, it kind of went back down. And just let me see, I'm trying to see if I could see something else. So it kept going kind of like back and forth a little bit. So his strategy is basically, and I did put videos in the Telegram group, and also it's on the website as well, where his NBA strategy is really just about getting in and out. It's why he called it the NBA, because it's like you get just basically getting in and out of the trade, like get in to get a good to get into a good possible trade, and then get out of it is basically what the whole point of it is. So that's why he calls it that. But so far it is I'm gonna say it's pretty accurate. Like right here, for the most part, it's like I'm gonna say 80% accurate. But right in here where the sell, where it touched the 75 line on the RSI, it did go down. If you can see the candles, it did do a downtrend. It did go down for a sell. And right now, the RSI line is working its way. Well, it looks like it's working its way down. But once it touched the 25 or even the 16, then you be ready or prepared to go ahead and place a buy entry, basically, to enter in for a buy. I guess that's what I'm trying to say. So but yeah, that's the whole purpose of the strategy. And that's and with the indicator and with the RSI and having your RSI set up like this, it kind of helps you with your trades. So I like it so far. I'm on a 5-minute here, but you most definitely can look at the higher time frame, like the 30-minute. That would be definitely helpful. Let me see if I can delete that. Okay. But yeah, you can look at the 30-minute to kind of look at the higher time frames to kind of get a better idea of which way the market is going, if it's up or down. And so, I'm trying to go to the daily, it won't let me. Okay, there it is. So right in here, it's up in the uptrend. And so it's definitely, by being up, it's definitely gonna go down. Just looking at that, that's the daily. That's the 4-hour. So of course, you definitely want to take the time to kind of go to your time frames and look at all of this. And then it's going down here. And these are my moving averages. I have the 50 EMA and the 200 EMA, which helps me to better judge where the market is going, which I already can kind of do that without the EMAs, but I like looking at the EMAs because I could kind of use it as a resistance and support, my resistance and support line. Do anyone have any questions off of what I just said, off of the indicator? All right, another thing I want to show y'all, and then I will, let me see, what time is it? It's 9:09. Okay, I'm gonna quickly show y'all one more thing. I don't want to hold y'all up any longer, but I want to show you one more thing because I just said 3 things, and then I will end tonight. Let's see. All right, so another thing I want to talk about is like helping you confirm your trades a little bit better. Confirmations, that's something that I love doing because it helps me to know if I need to go ahead and enter into the trade or not. One of the things that I use, and I use quite a bit, one of the things I use is live charts, which is the currency strength meter, which is free to use and it's off. I do have the link inside the Telegram group. It's also on our website. I believe it's on our website. Yeah, it should be on our website. But it is in the Telegram group. I do know that for sure. And so with the currency strength meter, you can use this for binary. You can use this for trading. But you would definitely see which pair was I looking at, by the way. Let me close this out. Don't know what pair I was looking at. So that's just let's just say I was looking at if I was looking at Euro USD. So if I was looking at Euro USD, the euro here has 1, 2, 3, 4. It has 4 bars. The USD has 1, 2, 3, 4. So by them having 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, that's considered as consolidating. So that technically means that you wouldn't even fool with this pair at the moment because it's consolidating. So that's what the currency strength meter is reading to me right now. This is actually consolidating. So I probably just would move on and not bother looking at that pair at the moment. But let's just go ahead and go to investing.com. So investing.com, I go here and I on investing.com, I go here and look at the technical summary on here. So let's see. And I go in here to kind of get my confirmation which way the Euro USD is going. And let's see. There it is right here. So it's saying strong sell right now for the Euro USD, but the currency strength meter said it was consolidating. So I probably would trust the currency strength meter a little bit more, and I wouldn't even mess with it. But I just wanted to kind of show y'all with the investing.com kind of how it helps in a big way. Also, besides investing.com, I'll go to. Did someone say something?
Yes.
Oh, okay. I apologize. I was talking and didn't even hear you.
No, I just wanted you to, can you do over the one that you went on investing.com? I didn't see how you got the technical analysis.
Yes. So let's see, investing.com. You need me to go back to the to where I was on the technical. Let me see. Go back here.
I saw when you pull it up, but I didn't see what you selected on to get it.
Oh, okay. I apologize. So I clicked right here. So
Oh, okay.
when I click here, then I scroll down, and then this thing keep popping up. So you would get this. Yeah, you'll get a summary, and it tell you like strong sell, and you kind of can see the moving averages, the technical indicators, all that. And that's kind of what I look at to help make my confirmations, as well as amongst other things. So I look at quite a bit of things to kind of get help me get a better success in my in entering into trade, to have a successful trade. So I do that. So I look at this, and this is investing.com. You can also they have an app that you can download onto your phone. And it's iOS and Android. So so both. If you have either one of those phones, you can definitely download. It doesn't matter. And then you're welcome. Anyone have any more questions before I move on? I should have probably asked that before I moved on so fast. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and go to trading. This is called Trading Economics. This is another thing that I go on, another website, I should say. I go on to help me confirm my trades. Now I can kind of already see right here where Euro USD is, the Euro USD is showing a green arrow, meaning a buy. So I'm automatically getting like these mixed like information here. So so I had the what I was gonna say. The currency meter is telling me it's consolidating. The investing.com is telling me a strong sell. The trade economics is telling me it's a buy. So when I get this, because I do get this from time to time on these pairs, when I get this information, misinformation like this, I just don't fool with the pair. I mean, I'm just gonna be honest. I move on. I look at a different pair, and I leave this particular pair alone. So this is a time where I just, you know, I call my losses and move on, because I don't want to risk losing my money. So I will go ahead and move on to a different pair. So let's look at another pair real quick before I close out for the night to kind of show you what I would do. Let's see which pair I want to choose. I guess we can look at the listen, I'm trying to think what pair I didn't look at tonight. We can look at the US. Well, yeah, let's look at the USD CHF. So on the USD CHF, because I hadn't looked at that tonight, the USD CHF is saying a buy on trading economics. It's saying a buy arrow right here. So let's go back to the currency strength meter and let's see what the currency strength meter is saying for USD CHF. Scroll. Okay, the USD is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 bars. CHF is 1. So this would definitely mean a buy. So the trading economics also said a buy. The currency strength meter is saying a buy. So these are two confirmations I'm having so far. Let's go to investing.com. Let's see what investing.com is telling me. Let's type in USDCHF. All right, so with this one here, let's go, I'm gonna click on technical here. All right, strong buy. So I have 3 resources or 3 websites that's telling me this is a buy. So I'm confident this is possibly could be a buy. Let's go to Daily FX. I think, let me see if I can go to search. USD CHF. Let's see. Don't know if I can see what I want to see here though. I don't see it, or maybe I overlooked it. Okay, it's saying missed it. Is that, yeah, it's saying missed it. Missed it. So it is basically meaning that it can go either way. It can be a buy or a sell, but that's what that's technically meaning here. So that kind of did throw things off a little bit by going on this source or this website. So I feel like I'm missing a website, but you know what? Let's go to Sam's. I think it's Sam's Trading. No, that's not it. That's not it. I just go on TradingView instead. And I just go to USD, CHF, oops. CHF right here. And let's go down. Okay. So looking at the techno here is saying on a sell here. So everything else was saying a buy. So that did those things off. I kept looking a little further, but let's see. So the next thing I would do, let's see. I had 3 buys though. I had 3 buys before I continue looking. Let's see. Let's do. All right. Okay, this is my signal indicator here that I use. It's called Trusted Signals. I use them quite a bit. This is also saying a buy right here. So I'll probably go ahead and enter in a trade once I looked at this. I'm on the 1 minute time frame. And I'm looking at they have a trusted signal like forecast here, which is saying open position is short, current trend is uptrend. It is saying weak bullish though, so that will probably be something that that I will keep in mind, because if it's weak, then it could that could just mean that a sell is about to happen, and by being an open position short, then it could possibly be a sell, and it is a sell just came in right here. So yeah, so I guess in a way I wouldn't even I wouldn't put it in a buy, that's for sure. But got this happening. But yeah, so that's kind of what I'm trying to say with the confirmations here. I mean, I hope that kind of helped. I don't know if that just confused y'all completely or what, but I just kind of want to show y'all the confirmations, that's all. Like how to, do your confirmations and stuff. I'm gonna stop the share for a sec. I think everybody left anyway. So it's just me. It's okay. People come. Okay. See, I wasn't looking at the chat. It says good night, everyone. Okay. Okay. So Kansas, it's just me and you, but I'm about to get ready to end it anyway. Thank you for staying on.
No problem.
Did that help though? I mean, showing.
Yes, it did.
All right. Do you have any questions before we end tonight?
Not at this time, but if I have any, I'll send you a message.
All right, that sounds good. All right. Well, thank you so much. And
Have a
yeah,
good night.
you too. Have a good night. Okay, bye.
Bye.